yours coming up. All right, next up. So we're spending a lot more time at home. Yes, it's going to snow here in the Northeast tomorrow and the next day. Okay, so we're definitely at home a lot more, cooped up with kids, pets, family, cooking smells, all sorts of dust, allergens if you have those. And then, of course, it's like staph, E. coli, things that are always present, but really not great, especially during a health pandemic where we're all keenly aware more than ever before of what we're touching and what we're breathing. So Hunter is a brand that began in fans. These people know how to circulate air, and they've been doing it since 1886. They are a gold standard in fans. In fact, I'm pretty sure a couple of the ceiling fans in my home are Hunter. This is perfect for the large rooms. It's an air purifier with HEPA filtration, Energy Star certified. Comes in two colors, white or the graphite, which is pretty much like black. We don't have a ton of these to go around. And by the way, they've never been this low a price. This is a $330 large room air purifier, and you're getting it at a sale price for $199. Now, if you want the graphite, $350 remain, that's it. The white, $250 remain, that's it. Oh, is this black? Oh, we don't have black. Okay, never mind. The graphite, pretend like you're seeing charcoal gray, because this is not it. Nonetheless, I'm gonna just say that, you know, I don't do a lot of cooking. I think we all know that. But as we invite in our guest, Amy D'Angelo. Amy, I just made salmon the other night. We also enjoy a nice crab cake in our house. And I'll never forget the year that we made crab legs. And I don't know what it is about shellfish and seafood, because I find it so delicious, also so disgusting, because as soon as you're done eating it, kind of like eggs, it's like you don't mind the smell while you're enjoying it, but then when you're done eating it, smelling it for days on end is like, so by the way, update, this black is the graphite, so sorry if you're confused. So Amy, it's not just odors though, it really is about cleaning the air that you're breathing in your house. I've never been able to wrap my mind around that statistic that says the air in your home is even dirtier than the air outside your home.
Yeah. And it is just so gross to me. You know, I was thinking about that today. You would never make Jagger eggs and serve them to her on a dirty dish. But we don't think about the air that we breathe. This is a dirty filter from my home, and this is what a clean filter should look like. So just to put that in perspective, this is dirty, this is clean. And that is because Hunter knows how to move air in your home. And in order to clean and purify that air, you have to move it. And that's what Hunter's been doing since 1886. So they're pulling in all of that air, all of those dust and dust mites and the dirt and the dander and the mold spores and all of those microorganisms, and they're inhibiting the growth right there on that EcoSilver pre-filter. And then all of the particles that are smaller are passing through to that true HEPA filter. Again, your pollen, your household dust, your pet dander, the dust mite debris, those smoke particles. And so many of those things are invisible to the human eye. And I always talk about when you look up on a sunny day and you see things twinkling up in your air, yeah, that's not good. That's dirt and debris. But this unit will do up to 2,000 square feet, your whole home. So let's say you have a smaller room, a small bedroom. It'll turn over that air 25 times an hour. But you've got your bigger great room. It'll turn it over 4.6 times an hour. So it depends on how big your room is. It'll turn it over a little bit more or a little bit less per hour. And again, just like we wouldn't drink out of a dirty glass, why are we breathing dirty air?
You know, Hunter makes a lot of air purifiers, so do a lot of brands. But typically, when we bring you the cutesy little small ones, you know, let's be realists here. Those are not powerful enough nor large enough to filter the air in large rooms. The cool thing about this is, like, this is the one that you put in your great room, in your family room, and you trust that it's filtering the air in your entire downstairs. In the white or in the graphite, it's the lowest price it's ever been. It's a $330 air purifier, HEPA filtration, 3-stage filtration. Never have we been more, I think, plugged into and akin to the idea of the benefits of filtering the air that we breathe, because now more than ever, we're all wearing masks to filter the air that we breathe. So timely. Now, speaking of filtering the air that we breathe, can you show this demonstration that I think really brings that to light?
Yeah. So, John, you're looking at a chamber filled with smoke particles. And as soon as we turn that unit on, you can see that cyclonic action and it starts to move that dirty air, pull it through that system, that filtration system. Again, true HEPA is the gold standard in air purification. And within seconds, you can now see through that smoke chamber. One smoke particle, you wouldn't be able to see. A million of them in a chamber, you can. But again, you want to think about how many breaths we take a day. So, according to the American Lung Association, we take approximately 20,000 breaths a day. That's 7.5 million breaths a year. And this true HEPA filter is going to filter out 99.97% of all of those airborne particles, things we can see and things we can't see, so that we feel a little bit nicer and a little bit more at ease knowing that the air our family and our fur babies are breathing is that much cleaner. But
I,
I'd love to actually walk through
yeah,
how
walk us
easy it
through
is
the
to use.
digital controls. I also just wanted to comment, hold on, other than a plate dropping in the studio, you don't hear anything, right? So it's
That's right.
virtually silent. There's not like a generator churning in the background and you're like, oh, hey, welcome, come on in, we'll pour you a glass of wine. That's just our air purifier. If you want the white, 225 to go around. If you want the graphite, only 300 to go around. Amy, take me on a tour of those controls because it's like kind of space age.
Absolutely. It's a touch control. And I'm going to start right there with your accent light. So you can turn that on and off, and that's that blue light down at the bottom. Then you've got your fan speeds of low, medium, high, and turbo. That's going to get rid of those fish smells, Sean, I promise you. And then you have your 2, 4, and 8 hour timer, followed by your power button, your on and off. You've got your sleep mode. And what that does is it makes it whisper quiet and turns off that accent light. And the last two buttons to me are the most important buttons here. I can't tell you how dirty the air is in your home, but this unit can. So it will let you know if you've got to replace that HEPA filter or that pre-filter. Now, the pre-filter you change about every 3 months. Again, this will tell you because I can't tell you how dirty the air is in your home, but Hunter knows. And about every 6 months to a year, again, depending on how dirty the air is in your home, this will let you know to change that true HEPA filter. And all you're going to do is pull the front cover off, and this is what you see inside of there. And I'm just going to do this one more time because it's so gross, but it really does show you the difference between the dirty filter and the clean filter. And I love the fact that I know now that my friends don't smell my dog, I don't smell my fish. But all of that aside, I know that all of those little particles that are floating up in my air, just like in this smoke chamber, are not being filtered out by my lungs. Within seconds, with that cyclonic action, it's pulling all that dirty air in over that pre filter through to that HEPA filter, and it's sending out 99.97% cleaner air into your home, which to me is just that little moment where I just
Well,
know I'm doing something good.
it is also in kind of a time and place where
Yeah.
we're even more acutely aware of the air that we're breathing everywhere. So much so that we're standing 6 feet away from people, right? And we're still wearing a mask because we're so conscious of what it is that we're inhaling. So in your home, in your sacred sanctuary space, between family members, or if you're having people come over or workmen pass through, it's not just about the odors and the dander and the dog smells, which frankly are gross. I grew up with dogs, like when they're wet, ooh. And it's not even just like, oh yeah, you'll dust less frequently because, you know, now the air purifier is doing half the work for you. It's like, I remember when when the pandemic started and my dad likewise was also ill, and we were so nervous about him breathing in dirty air that we immediately got an air purifier and put it right behind his recliner in our family room. So it's very
Yeah.
timely. It also is the greatest time given the savings. You're saving about $130 off of the retail value. You choose graphite, which is a black, or the white. Controls are all digital. Filtration is all HEPA. and ships to you in one piece. Amy, thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome. And it's so quiet. I just put my ear next to it because I wanted you to hear there is no noise coming from this. Thanks so much, Sean, for having me. Have a great evening.
Oh, you too, girl. All right, our final item in the show. And then I'm going to be with you for an hour of our TSB. Okay, we're going to spend our final